First, let's think about houses. Most people don't know all the parts of their home. They don't know this is the rake and the J channel, the soffit. Nonetheless, it doesn't prohibit people from doing normal, everyday home maintenance. If you wanted to go in the professional construction industry, you need to know the names to be more effective at your job. Likewise, most people don't know all the parts of the sentence, and diagramming sentences, by the way, is an awesome way to learn language. But that doesn't prohibit you from communicating well. You need to know how to write good sentences and use them correctly. On the ACT, you're not going to be able to not going to be asked to identify an absolute phrase or infinitive phrase or prepositional phrase. You're just going to be asked, can you write a good sentence? For the most part, you're going to need to know the correct form of a modifier and how to present them for clarity. So let's look at correct forms first. Adjectives and adverbs, old school, elementary school skill. Adjectives modify nouns. They give more details to help describe it. So fuzzy werebears are not good snugglers. Fuzzy describes werebear. Good describes snugglers. Adverbs modify verbs. Adjectives, other adverbs. You should run quickly, into an ly. Quickly describing how you run. Faster is an adjective. It's a comparative adjective. We'll talk about those in a bit. Good versus well can be kind of tricky. At its basic form, good is an adjective. You did a good job. Good describes the job. You did the job well. Okay, well describes how you did. So it's an adverb. Can also, though, describe state of being, right? I should have not eaten the lettuce. That lettuce, I do not feel well. Well describes how you feel. It's your health, right? I'm glad I studied. I feel really good about the test. Good describes you. Actually, well, in the sense, describes you as well, but it's how you feel in the sense. Your state of being. So do you look, thumbs up, thumbs down? Do you like the new album by the Werewolf Mermaids? I think it is really done well. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up really modifies done, and well modifies done. Could you believe the game went to 7 overtimes? I think both teams played good enough to win. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, played, adverb, so played well enough to win. Thumbs up, thumbs down. At the Were Animal Festival, we especially enjoyed watching a real fast were snail chasing down a rabbit. Okay, let me correct my capitalization here. All right, that's better. ACT doesn't check capitalization, by the way. At the Were Animal Festival, we especially enjoyed watching a real fast were snail chase down a rabbit. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs down because real describes fast. Fast describes were snail. So fast is an adjective. That makes this an adverb, modifying the adjective. So a really fast were snail. So comparative and superlative adjectives. Two things in an ER. So Pedro is happier than Marta. Happier describes Pedro's just to Marta. Minnesota is colder than most other states. So Minnesota compared to every other state, like a group, a collective noun. Lester is more capable than Leroy. Superlative, more than two things. So if you have only one brother or sister, you could be the better or the worst, but never the best in the family. Another family of the siblings. Leon is the happiest kid in class. Let's assume there's more than two kids in class. Alaska is the coldest state of all. Now we're comparing all the states. And Armand is the most capable tutor of all. I narrowed down the choice to 2 sandwiches, and I finally picked the least expensive one. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, 2 sandwiches, less expensive. Which of the animals at the festival is the scarier? I personally think the werepuppy is scarier than the wolf or the moose because puppies seem cuddly and they like to naturally chew things. So I added a comma there, so notice a comma mistake. So thumbs up, thumbs down. This one's a little tricky. Scarier, thumbs down, right? Scariest, okay, of all the animals. But when we do this one, scarier, that is correct. Okay, I personally think the werepuppy is scarier than the wolf or moose. So wolf and moose kind of like a collective noun. So the other thing we're looking for is clarity. The general rule should be that modifier should be next to the word they modify. That's the easiest rule to follow. Provides a clear idea. Clear modifiers help to avoid confusion. When they're unclear, the result can be humorous. I actually find these kind of funny. And some jokes are built on these. My dog used to chase people on a bicycle. Got so bad, I finally had to take his bicycle from him. Right? You don't know if the dog was on the bicycle or the people. So you rewrite the sentence. My dog used to chase people who rode bicycles to make it clear. That's one of the main things you're doing on the ACT. This is one from an e-card. A cop just knocked at my door and told me my dogs were chasing people on bikes. I told him that's impossible. My dogs don't even own bikes. So same joke. Tim saw a deer on his way to work. Oh, I hope that deer has a good job. On his way to work, Tim saw a deer. The waiter served a piece of cake to the man with a cherry on top. The waiter served a piece of cake with a cherry on top to the man. Covered with hot melting cheese, I ate the pizza. Ate the pizza covered with hot melting cheese. See how these work. Sitting close to the field, an errant ball hit Bob. Oh, poor Bob got hit by that ball. As Bob sat close to the field, an errant ball hit him. They were shocked to see so many flowers walking up the hill. Well, those flowers just walking right up. Walking up the hill, they were shocked to see so many flowers. So you're just rewriting the sentence to make it clear. It's one of my favorites. After returning from the dead, my sister took the plants outside. After nursing the plants back to life, my sister took them outside. An excellent salesman, Miss Levinson gave Fernando a raise. Because Fernando is an excellent salesman, Miss Levinson gave him a raise. In the first one, we don't know who was an excellent salesman. Okay, so just got to remember on the ACT, you're looking for correct forms and clarity. Here's a couple of examples from the ACT. Smaller impeller than the average pine cone, a morel blends perfectly into its surroundings. So we're doing number 12. So I'll cut the number off. Then versus then. Then is time. Then is comparison. And we want to be smaller and paler. So we want to have consistency here. We want to have parallelism. So it'd be smaller and paler than H. The orange monarch and black monarch butterfly, which is the most easiest recognized and strikingly beautiful species in North America. So this one we have, let's see, recognized is a verb, so we need to be easily recognized. So it's going to be the most easily recognized. Having died down, she breaks up the firebox as well, sealing the remaining heat inside. Well, what died down? The person, something else. Finally, it dies down. So once the blaze dies down, now we know what died down. You're going to be consistent. And her initial fatigue and exhaustion turned into exhilaration as she moved through the water that was clearer and blue as any she'd swum before. So it's again a then, clearer and bluer than. So C. And last one, each time the fire is stoked, two more, sorry. Sparks shoot from the chimney into the night sky, which is not acceptable. So we have a prepositional phrase here. What are the sparks doing? They're going up the chimney into the night sky. So up the chimney, through the chimney, out the chimney. They're not going at the chimney. They're not shooting at the chimney. So not acceptable. And last one, the best placement for the underlined portion. The paddler pulls one end through the water of the paddle on alternating sides of the boat. So what's going through the water? Remember, we're going to put the modifier next to the word it modifies. The paddle is going through the water. Okay, so J. Again, with modifiers, we're just looking for correct forms and clarity. Let me know if you have any questions.